All right, let's talk about how a simple touch can, believe it or not, actually become a crime.
We've all been there, right? But where exactly does the law draw the line on unwanted contact?
You see, the legal definition of battery is way broader than you'd think. It's not just about fights.
So let's jump into a real case that really sets the stage: Wallace v. Rosen.
Okay, so picture this. A chaotic fire drill, a parent blocking the stairs, and a teacher just trying to get by.
That parent, Wallace, actually sued the teacher for battery. So was it? And the court said, nope. Given the emergency, that touch just wasn't rude, insolent, or angry.
And here's the key idea from the court. In a crowded world, some contact is just going to happen. The law assumes we're okay with ordinary touching. The big test is what a reasonable person would think.
Okay, but what if the harm is totally unexpected? Let's push this rule with a really weird case.
This one's wild. A little kick in a classroom back in 1889 leads to a total medical disaster. And the kid who kicked him was found liable. But hold on, he didn't mean to cause that much damage.
Because the intent to make contact was enough. Since it happened in class, the act itself was unlawful. And this gets us to the famous eggshell skull rule. You're responsible for all the harm, even the unexpected stuff.
All right, final test. What if the harm isn't physical at all, but is just pure fear? Get this. A dentist with HIV treats patients who later sue his estate. They weren't infected, just terrified. So the patients claimed the contact was offensive because of their fear. The court? It required actual exposure. The court basically said, without a real way to get infected, that fear was legally unreasonable. And in the end, the entire case came down to a single powerful number. Because out of hundreds of patients tested, 0 contracted HIV. No actual exposure meant no battery. So looking at these cases together, what's the big takeaway? It all comes down to context. It's not about how bad the injury is or how scared you are. It's about the circumstances of the touch. So the law uses a reasonable person to draw the line. The real question is, where do you draw yours?